Hello guys, this is Igor MGTOW and Video Games, and today we're going to be live streaming. Today's topic we are concerning about PUAs. And PUAs are the type of people who want to sell you stuff so that you can be able to go to the plantation and feed a child. They're basically trying to sell you a dream world that won't work. And most of what they say worked in maybe 2001, 2007, but doesn't work now. So POAs are a dying business. And of course there are. Nobody wants to have to deal with stupid. Nobody wants to deal with anyone who wants to be. So let me see. Nobody wants to be able to be have to pay for something that doesn't work. Nobody wants that. So of course they are going to make sure that this thing works out. And here the angles work out. So POA is basically worthless industry at this time. And you know what POAs do when they react to them dying? They actually attack. They actually basically attack anyone who suggests that POAs are dying, even though it's true. Basically, the POAs don't want to admit that they're moving this thing. But we already know that their money supply, they're losing their money supply. So of course they are dying. And plus nobody wants to basically pump and dump these days. So basically it's dying. And the only thing propping it up is the billions of Sims that still exist. So it's basically a worthless dying industry. Which should have been dead already, but somehow it managed to survive. But it won't any longer because I've made sure this works out. Now you might be asking, who are the PUAs? So basically the PUAs are a group of people who want to sell you the dream world of where you can hook up with as many women as possible and that kind of bullshit. We all know that it won't work. Since if it would, we this would have been true and PUA wouldn't be in the situation where it is now. It's dying. They can't do anything about it. They're disappearing. They're basically dying. They can't do crap about it. They are disappearing. Nobody will help them. Once this is reached, once this death row, once PUA, one basically PUA is also part of these other industries who are dying. And they're dying because the industries PUA, wedding industry, marriage industry, divorce corporation, they all depend on the gynocentric system going as is today. Or should I say a few years ago. Because the gynocentric system is not going to work out permanently. That's why these industries are dying. They can't do anything about it. It won't they won't survive. They won't make a cut. They won't make the cut. So basically they'll have to live with a world where they can't survive the system where basically they'll have to deal with having to have almost nobody pay. Nobody will pay them when nobody will pay people who have poor advice and basically useless information. POA have both of them, both of those, and they shame MGTOW. What they don't realize, what they fail to realize, is that we do not give a damn. We are nobody cares about nobody cares about the PUA industry because the PUA industry as of right now has been nothing more than useless stupidity. So of course nobody wants to pay. It's done like many of the other industries. It has been PUA YouTubers have been losing customers. They have been losing everything. They can't do anything about it because we make are growing. How we are growing is because we are expanding. They can't do anything about it because if they tried, they'll soon realize it failed. That it will fail. So they can't do anything about it. And of course, they would basically they will try to censor us, but they'll soon realize that it's a bad idea. When you can't basic when you basically have a large industry, a PUA industry having to live off of gynocentrism, and that gynocentrism is collapsing. There's nothing you can do about it because MGTOW is growing, and the more and more they attack the MGTOW, the more and more we will grow. There's this Reddit post, which is where there's this Reddit post where basically some person in Stockholm found Portuguese MGTOW drawing. MGTOW is growing everywhere. They can't stop it. The more and more they will try, the more and more it will be against them. They can't do everything. They can't do anything about it because if they tried, it will backfire and fail. And it's certainly useless. What they're doing is basically bad. We just don't give a damn. In all honesty, we don't give a damn. That's why the PUA industry has been collapsing slowly and slowly, and they're trying to. The, P, the PUAs are basically freaking out because they're basically disappearing. They can't do anything about it. They're disappearing, and there is nothing they can do about it because we MGTOWs are expanding, and they are failing to basically they are failing to basically have their own functioning system. The PUAs are failing. The more and more MGTOW grows, the more and more PUA will disappear. The less and less people will give money to the PUAs. Basically, the entire thing is dying. The only thing that needs to be done is wait and spread MGTOW. MGTOW is expanding while PUA is disappearing. They cannot do anything about it. All their PUA pickup artist things, all their blogs, all their paid commercials, all their paid advice videos, it will all come crashing down. It will all come crashing down because PUA has failed to capture an increasing market of MGTOWs, and because the MGTOW rate is increasing, PUAs have less and less customers to drop on, so they can't do anything about it. We MGTOWs are expanding. They can't do anything about it since more and more will since we're growing more and more.
Hey Igor, how are you?
Great.
Hey, I just wanted to add to
Since
you.
we're talking about the PUA industry dying.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to it. You know, a pickup artist is basically a con man.
Yeah. Here's
You
the thing.
you shouldn't believe nothing they say. You know, they're just trying to get. They're trying to get money out of the MGTOW men, and if they're able to use women like they say they are, they're just using women. They're nothing to be, you know, to be
proud
concerned,
of.
yeah, bothered with.
Oh yes, and here's the thing. When you have an industry dedicated on women and gynocentrism, and when your entire industry depends on cloning MGTOW to believing they can have women and they can have all this MGTOW, and they can still be MGTOW and still pick up women without false accusation, you'd end up with, and once the MGTOWs find out the truth, you'll end up with an industry dying faster than the Rust Belt, than the Rust Belt and Detroit died. So basically, the entire industry, along with other gynocentrism-based industries, is disappearing. They can't do anything about it since we're growing.
That's true. You have a growing number of people who are on YouTube that are trying to provoke MGTOW, uh, the audience, the big down men, and using the MGTOW name on their videos to get views. They know we're strong and they know we're out here.
Yes. Once, basically, a PUA is like a, how should we say? The PUA is basically like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah,
It all comes,
a
it
smooth.
all comes, when they find out, it all comes crashing down.
Yeah, he is a smooth talking criminal,
Who?
a PUA,
Oh yes.
and
He's
then
basically trying to con MGTOWs
out of
into
their
paying for his advice videos.
that
Most of the POAs who have a YouTube are basically trying to con MGTOWs into paying for for the Patreon of the POAs and basically trying to pay for their advice videos, which are basically nothing more than useless trash.
yeah. Uh, oh, excuse me. Yeah,
And
that is
POA,
very way to describe them.
oh yes, and this is the major topic, but the POA isn't the only industry dying in this MGTOW growing world. All the industries revolving around wedding, wedding cakes, diamond rings, the diamond industry, they're all dying.
Yes,
Also, the diamond industry is also another con attempt. There are actually more diamonds in the world than they say they are. They're basically trying to make it expensive by limiting the supply.
of course.
It's a basically it's basically we have two industries that are conning us, the POA and the diamond industry.
Well, the wedding industry too, if you want to call it an industry.
Oh yes, we call it that for simplicity. Basically, the industry is collapsing.
Yeah.
All the wedding,
Did you
the
hear?
wedding.
Go ahead.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The wedding, the people around the wedding industry will, and people employed in the wedding industry will soon find out they will have a situation similar to the Rust Belt and Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I'm from, by the way.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the way I was
basic.
going to say is that, did you know that like nearly 80% of consumer spending in the United States is initiated by women?
Oh yes.
When a
But the
woman
thing is,
when a
but the
woman
thing
gets in a
is,
relationship with you, she goes straight after your money and your credit, and she wants you to buy stuff. And if you just simply stay MGTOW, you are debt free.
oh yes, here's the thing. The only reason they could ever afford such massive spending technology is only because men are providing the backbone. Once they
That,
don't do it, we will expand, and they can't do anything about it.
that's
Which
right.
is why once we make the growth, the diamond industry is collapsing.
Oh, we didn't mention the debt and money lending industry. If men
The
don't
debt,
go into debt, if
the
men,
debt collection industry.
yeah, if men don't go into debt, then that industry was going to die.
Oh yes, another industry revolves around having to have the gynocentric society. The debt collection industry revolves around having people in debt, and most of the people in debt are women. But if
Yes,
MGTOW men, but if but basically, if more men go MGTOW, the less and less debt they will collect, and this will get them worried. And
yes,
since
and
more and more of the
the
and
majority of the men who are in debt are married with kids.
oh yes, and another thing, as more and more of the people in debt are women, they're going to be starting panicking. They will basically be in a situation if they collect the debt, they'll be seen as a terrible piece of shit by women who are poor and innocent. But if they don't collect the debt, they'll lose the industry.
I
They're
think,
basically they're basically going to be on a lose-lose situation.
yeah,
The more the more so basically here's the thing. If
okay,
any industry revolves around the society being the status quo it is right now, it will fail when the status quo changes. Which is why they're fighting so virulently to keep the status quo as it is right now.
yes,
Because if they know that if the entire gynocentric society collapses, they'll be the ones who will pay the biggest price. And not really the biggest sex women will pay the biggest price. But they'll come quite close.
well, Igor, I've saw something interesting today.
What?
I saw that there are male retreats and male healthcare places specifically for men. Um, this is another YouTuber that was talking about how feminism, or excuse me, masculinity is making a comeback.
Oh, here's the thing. How much
Yeah,
money am I going to bet at women shutting down these kinds of places?
well, I don't know. Because think about it, money is king, cash is king. If men have cash and that's what they spend their money on, doesn't matter what a woman will say. The only,
Just look at the Boy Scouts. The
yeah,
Boy Scouts didn't want females.
well,
It
yeah,
was forced into accepting females.
you have a
Look at
point.
the Boy Scouts. It's a completely irrelevant group that nobody even takes their boys into.
Yeah,
All because they accepted females and they didn't even have a choice. They basically went on a lose-lose situation. Both ways are going to result in you losing your entire industry.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, the only way they can destroy that one is women have to infiltrate and men have to bring them in.
We basically infiltrated the Boy Scouts by force. No man wanted to bring the women in.
I thought it was a transgender person that sued or something that started it.
It was a female. It's not a transgender.
It
She
was a,
basically threatened to have the government defund the organization if they don't accept females.
okay. Because I
So
thought
of
originally,
course,
yeah, I thought originally it was a transgender woman
she was a female,
or
100% biological female. She
oh
was no transgender.
okay, and they sued and then they decided to invite girls in. Okay, all right, I got
Oh
you.
yes, and here's the thing. As soon as they accepted Girl Scouts started doing,
Yeah,
basically Boy Scouts is going into bankruptcy.
yeah, the Girl Scouts sued the Boy Scouts because of that.
They're basically in a lose-lose situation.
Yes, I don't know what it is, but women just want to be in men's spaces, even when they have their own space.
Oh yes. Rem- oh yes, that brings me to a video I've made. Remember that video I've made about MGTOW? They basically try to create their own copycat version of us.
Yeah, women going their own way or something stupid.
Oh yes. There's only basically a couple of there's only basically 1,000 people in MGTOW. And that's the major just look at the comparisons. The major channel Sandman, he's one of the big channels. He has over he has basically a lot of subs. Basically, it's too hard to count. But the major WebTow producer only has 1,000 subs.
Hmm.
So small
I didn't know
compared to WebTow.
they actually have a WGTOW channel.
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's because you didn't know that because that's because WebTow is fading into obscurity.
Yeah. Actually, you have a situation where the more and more feminists and gynocentrism attack men, the more and more men will begin to fight back. The more and more men just simply drop out of the so-called matrix and won't allow women to use and manipulate them. And the more and more women become concerned. You know, you have these so-called feminists complaining that men don't want to take them out on dates. Men don't want to have relationships with them. You know, what do they expect? You know, a purple pilled man will mess around with a woman, but you know, after he's done, he just goes about his own way.
Oh yes. And
Yeah.
here's another thing. Feminism is oh yes.
I think feminism is battling with young, attractive women,
Oh
and
yes. The
oh,
feminist civil war. The feminist civil war. I
they
need to
call
make a video about it.
they call it intersectionality. I think something unusual.
Oh
Where
yes, intersectionality.
yeah, the black feminists against the white feminists supposedly are oppressing the women of color. It's ridiculous.
Oh
And
yes.
then you have transgender males who are, you know, they're getting women only scholarships. They're going into women's sports, and the hardcore feminists are trying to fight the. Oh, excuse me. They're trying to fight them to keep them away from their female privilege. Basically, I guess it's a mess on the other side of the aisle, so to speak.
Oh yes, I need to make a video about it.
Which one, the transgenders or the feminists fighting amongst themselves?
Feminists fighting amongst themselves.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You matter of fact, if you could probably go on YouTube and type in feminist versus transgender, and it'll just be a whole bunch of videos of them arguing, fighting. You know, them trying to stop transgenders from getting their scholarships and doing things. Um, it's funny because you have transgender men in women's locker rooms showering, and they don't want to go in there with them. That's funny. And the women don't want to use the locker room or use the. They don't want him using the ladies' room
Oh yes.
because he still has his man parts.
Oh yes. And
That's
also and also and also women are I'm basically asking myself a question. What is stopping women from basically entering the bathrooms? They basically want to join every male group possible.
yeah. Oh well, I've seen it myself. Women, you know, this was a. You familiar with baseball, right? United States baseball. The baseball arena, it'd be packed with people, just full of people. And you know, the ladies' room would, you know, the line will be outside the door. And of course, the line for men will be shorter. And there was a young lady that ran into the men's room, pulled her skirt up, pulled her panties down, and put her. You know, the men they urinate in this long trough, this huge urinal.
Oh yes.
And she stuck her butt up there and just peed in the peed right in front of all those guys, pulled her skirt up and ran out. It was funny. Yeah, women will violate a man's space any chance they get.
There's this one guy who says, Igor, you need to smash the pussy. These Victor guys are spreading lies. And here's what I said to him. I don't need use of meat curtains.
Okay.
Uh, this guy was trying to say, oh, I need to have pussy. All I said was, I don't need used up meat curtains, which basically is another word for pussy.
Yeah, it's a beat up, tough, wore out pussy. Yeah, beef curtains. That's funny.
No need for that.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get back to the topic.
Okay.
So basically, there are some people from the wedding industry, the divorce industry, and the diamond industry who are panicking at these losses.
Yes.
Just imagine 2051. MGTOW see diamonds on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine seeing what used to be expensive diamond shiny rings on clearance.
Yeah. Everything. Jewelry. Men don't buy jewelry. Only time we buy jewelry is for women.
Oh yes.
And then a lot of the blue pill males, when they buy clothes and buy jewelry from themselves, it is to impress women.
Oh yes.
So yeah,
Just imagine you walk up into a diamond store and you see 70.
eight,
If we can count the least amount of discounts, the smallest discount, it would probably be 60%. But the biggest would be 98%.
that'd be funny.
Basically, what used to be an expensive diamond ring, you need to have two incomes to support buying the diamond ring. Will
Okay.
now be will now be able to be bought for a measly dollar.
Yeah.
That's how poor the diamond industry would become.
Do you see what happening with Gillette?
Oh yes.
Their uh their products are like 50% off in the stores when you go in the stores now.
I wonder why. Oh yes, I already know why.
Yeah.
Because of that commercial.
Hmm. Yeah, they'll get the picture. They'll when you start screwing with people's money, they tend to poke their heads up and look and wonder what's going on.
Oh yes. So so to summarize, we are growing McDonald's and they can't do anything about it because if they tried, and
Well,
there's one, just I need to make sure the audio isn't too high.
okay. Yeah, you have a lot of
Look at what Jesus
you
Christ
familiar with
said.
Mr. Elite?
Oh
Oh,
yes,
yeah, he was roasting this woman who was trying to say that MGTOW men were gay. It was ridiculous, and it
oh
was
yes.
funny. It was the funny the way
Here's
he went
here's
after
the
her.
hypocrisy.
Go
Here's
ahead.
the hypocrisy. This hypocrisy. What the feminists say that oh you need to be nice to gays, yet they use the gay as a shaming tactic against MGTOW.
Exactly.
They shame us because they cannot game us.
How are you?
I'm
How
good.
are you,
How are you
Minister?
guys?
Fine.
We're also good.
Yeah, we were originally talking about PUAs, how that's a dying industry. They're basically pickup artists. They're basically criminals, con men. They can't be trusted.
Oh yeah. You only have to look as far as good old Yogi, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
yeah.
Remember when
Yogi
Yogi
Bear.
tried to make this Miss Tao men sent their own way thing?
That term was already
It
invented.
failed.
It was called TFL. It already existed.
Oh, he was stealing someone else's stuff. Why am I not surprised?
Because these idiots don't do their research.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. So here's the thing. We have three industries dying. The wedding industry, and the diamond industry, and the PUA industry. They're all dying.
It's
Ima-
awesome. I love it.
Imagine going into a store and seeing what used to be an expensive diamond ring required 23 hours to work. Now being sold for a measly dollar at a clearance.
That would be funny.
It's funny because the De Beers Corporation is a monopoly and they're
They
the only people getting hurt. It's hilarious.
well,
Oh yes.
De Beers, South African, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And they're also
Oh yeah.
part of Rio Tinto.
Real
Here's another thing.
Japanese.
Rio Tinto is, I don't know. I think it's a conglomerate though.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like a bunch of corporations put together.
Yeah. To get back what we're talking about, wasn't there a POA who got accused of rape or some stupid stuff?
When did that happen? This week? Or
No, not
No. Few months ago.
yeah. And then didn't he go MGTOW because of what happened to him?
oh, that's hilarious.
It was I can't remember his name. I'm sure you guys can find it online if you look for it.
Oh. Anyways, guys, since we have some parents who are basically telling me to end the stream, I must end the stream. So anyways, this has been Igor making games, and sorry for the unusually short stream. So anyways, bye bye.
All right, buddy. You have a good one. Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Okay. You guys have a good one.
Have a good one.